Hello everybody. You may have seen my video on how to change the color and how the Linux terminal looks. So now I'm going to show you how to do this on a Mac. So you can see that we have this boring white and black terminal here. You might want to spice it up a little bit. So what you could do is you could go to Terminal, Preferences, or you could just do Command, Next. You can see that we already have some profiles here, unlike the Linux one where it only started out with one. So now I can change this or these ones. So let's say I just wanted to do homebrew, and I can do new window with profile, and I can choose one. So I can do homebrew, for example, and then it brings you to this one. So you could see the certain colors here. And if I were to change the black here, I could make it different, and you can see it changing on the screen. So that edits the actual profile there, but I don't want to edit the default profiles, so I'm going to create a new profile and click that one. I'm going to just call it new profile as the default. It automatically starts out as the default boring profile, but let's say I just wanted to edit one of these ones. So let's say I liked ocean, and I click this, duplicate profile, my profile. Now if we go to this one, I can edit this kind of like we did in the Linux video. So these are the colors here. These are those certain colors that may appear. The ones you're mostly going to be seeing is this one here. So I'm just going to open a new terminal with the profile, my profile. So now that we can see the differences in what's going on. So if I change this color here, see how it looks different. So let's say I wanted a nice kind of blue, and it's going to be a little bit darker. Alright, that seems good. Now I can change the opacity. So like on the Linux video, I had a really nice transparent, cool background for the terminal. Alright. So if we have inactive windows here, so if I have another window of this with the profile and we enable inactive windows, you can see that you can change the opacity for the inactive windows. So let's say I wanted my inactive window extra blurry in the background, like that. So the inactive window that I'm not typing in will get very blurry. See, so this one got blurry, and now this one's blurry. So whichever window you're focusing on is not the blurry one. So you could do that. So the cursor, you can change from block to underline to vertical bar, and that's exactly how it was in the other video. You can change it. So let's say I want an underline, and it changes to underline, hello, and then I could change it to vertical bar, hello. So yeah, and then of course I would love to have a blinking cursor. You can also change the cursor color like this. So if I wanted a blue cursor, I could change that. I want a red cursor. So we can go like that, and I'm going to do a vertical bar. So now we've got this nice terminal. So if I click on this text right here, I can change the color of it. So you'll notice that as I'm doing this, the color is changing, which is useful. So I like to have a dark black color. But the problem is the bold text. If there's ever bold text, it'll be white. So I want to change that to get the exact color. We could always just click this dropper button and click on our spot, and then the bold text changes to that too. So now the selection color is when you hover over something like this. So I'm going to make the selection color yellow. I'm going to make it have some opacity, a little less opacity, so that now we've got it to be a little bit clearer. I'm going to make that even more clear so you can see it. So now we've got this, and you can kind of see through it. You could always change the other colors in here. So you can change the title of the window called Terminal. Right now it is called Terminal, so let's say I wanted it to be called something random, like, I don't know, command prompt instead of terminal. So now it says command prompt instead of terminal. So it's Alex1 command prompt, And now I can do working directory or document, and if you click path, it shows you the path. So right here we've got the path. If we get rid of path, we just see the file right here. I like to see the path. Shell command line name. This is Z shell, but I don't want it to say it twice. And I also already know what the shell is, so I could also do profile name, my profile, so you could see what profile you're in. TTY name. Could also show the dimensions, so you can see the dimensions of the window. Now it changes. Now we can change the default window size. So let's say I wanted it to be bigger, like 34. So now it changes like that. The next thing I'm going to tell you is about this scroll back. It's better to limit to available memory because you don't want to enter some huge number in here and then use up all your computer's memory and resources and mess it all up. So I usually have limit to available memory. So now I want to make this profile my default profile. All you gotta do is click this default button right here. So let's say I wanted to get rid of one of them. So I'm just gonna create this boring profile. And I want to get rid of it. I just click this. So as you can see, it is actually pretty easy to change your command prompt and its look on Mac as well as Ubuntu